and welcome to National Focus. I am Adicia Martin. In the headlines, Dominica and China celebrate milestone 20th year of diplomatic relations. 2 primary schools make complete transition to solar energy. And Sports Division kicks off 2024 Secondary Schools Athletics Championship. The details of the headline stories and more when we return. Welcome back. The Commonwealth of Dominica and the People's Republic of China marked a momentous occasion last evening as they celebrated 2 decades of diplomatic relations. A reception was held at the Chinese embassy in Mont Daniel to honor the enduring friendship and partnership between these 2 nations.
In 2004, when our countries established diplomatic ties, we embarked on a journey of shared visions and aspirations. Today, I am filled with immense pride and gratitude, and as I reflect on the vast expanse of achievements we have unlocked together. Our partnership has been a beacon of development, progress, and resilience, lighting the path for countless Dominicans and setting a precedent for international cooperation.
The relations between Dominica and China over the years have borne tangible benefits for people of Dominica. Prime Minister Skerrit expressed his gratitude to China on behalf of the government and people of Dominica for its continued support towards the country's development.
Ambassador, for this, the government and people of Dominica are eternally grateful to the people of China. Please allow me to extend my heartfelt gratitude to President Xi, the government and people of the People's Republic of China, and all who have served in Dominica over the past 20 years. I must also single out the staff of the Chinese Agricultural Mission, who have collaborated so effectively with us to grow the agricultural sector. The members of this government, cabinet ministers, parliamentarians, and senior administrative officials of Dominica must also be credited for the extraordinary success of this partnership and relationship.
This partnership has led to several notable achievements and collaborations. One of the key areas of cooperation has been in the realm of critical infrastructural development, to include roads and bridges.
The various projects which China has funded, and I do not want to list them tonight because we'll be here for a very long time, have transformed the landscape of our country and are enhancing the well-being of our people. The commitment to improving our nation's infrastructure, healthcare, agriculture, and education speaks volumes of the shared goals and mutual respect that characterize our relationship with China. I wish also to point out that the solidarity and support extended by China in the wake of Hurricane Maria and the COVID-19 pandemic were unparalleled.
The People's Republic of China has always been on the forefront to assist in Dominica in challenging times. Prime Minister Skerrit stresses that there is but only one China, and China is a true friend to Dominica.
Dominica is an all-weather friend of China. We're also very grateful because a friend in need is a friend indeed. And you know your friends not only in good times, but in bad times. And China has been a dear friend of Dominica, especially in bad times. And so this gesture of friendship in our time of need has left a mark on the hearts of the Dominican people and exemplifies the depth of our nation's bond. Today, as we celebrate this remarkable 20th anniversary, we look forward with great anticipation to the future.
China's ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Lin Xiangjiang, highlighted some of the developments undertaken in Dominica over the last 20 years.
The past 20 years witnessed the fruitful and beneficial practical cooperation, and advancing practical cooperation in various fields has always been one of the most important agendas for both sides. In 2018, we officially signed an MOU of jointly promoting the construction of Belt and Road. Multiple high-quality projects have improved people's livelihoods and inject new driving forces for Dominica. In the field of public health, the Chinese medical team not only treats patients and save lives, but also cultivate talents, earning high reputations from the public. And the Dominica-China Friendship Hospital and the Cardiovascular Imaging Center, when equipped with advanced equipment, have significantly reduced the cost for the public to seek treatment for severe diseases. And in agriculture, the Chinese agricultural mission has been rooted in Dominica for almost 19 years, devoting their years for the agricultural development and breakthroughs in Dominica. They have provided farmers with good seeds and skills, making previously expensive fruits and vegetables accessible to local families. And in infrastructure, the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, funded by China, provides a valuable venue for a variety of large-scale cultural and sports activities nationwide. The renovated West Coast Road has provided a convenient and fast channel for people to travel from north to south. And the project of York Valley Bridge and the State House have also gained wide acclaim. And currently, China is actively engaged in the construction of the post-hurricane schools and also agricultural science complex building with China speed and China quality.
Dominica has also supported China in many areas, to include the One China policy. His Excellency Sheng Jiang recognized Dominica's contributions over the years.
At the beginning of our diplomatic relations, Dominica showed its generosity in Wenchuan earthquake and the poverty alleviation in Yunnan province, casting a warm ray of sunshine into the hearts of the Chinese people.
For the past 20 years, Dominica and China have forged a strong bond based on mutual respect and cooperation. Through these initiatives, China has supported Dominica in building its resilience to include the island's socio-economic development. Two primary schools in Dominica, namely the Mont Prosper and Paybush primary schools, are now fully powered by solar energy as a result of the Dominica Schools microgrid project. A formal handover ceremony was held on March 14 at the school's grounds in Mont Prosper to commemorate this milestone in advancing resilience within the education sector.
Through initiatives like the Dominica Schools microgrid project, the nation is paving the way for a future where clean energy and quality education are accessible to all, underscoring the intrinsic link between environmental sustainability and the empowerment of communities through knowledge and innovation. In the face of adversity brought by climate change, this project stands as a shining example of our commitment to not only safeguard our environment, but also to ensure that our educational institutions remain beacons of knowledge and safety in the toughest of times.
Manager of the island's energy program of Rocky Mountain Institute, Mr. Sidney Jules, provided an overview of the project.
Overall, in terms of its size, we had 10 kilowatts of solar PV being installed, as well as 76 kilowatt hours of battery energy storage being installed. The microgrids, the solar and storage systems, they are connected to the grid. So during normal operations, everything works quite fine, but they also have the ability to operate off the grid as well. If there is any electricity outage, the intention is that the schools will remain online and will be able to supply electricity to the schools for over a day. This enables both Mont Prosper Primary School as well as Paybush Primary School to serve as reliable emergency and evacuation shelters for the communities, while also providing safe learning environments for the local youth during normal operations.
Dominica's legacy of resilience is leaving an indelible mark across the globe.
The project also received regional acclaim through the Caribbean Renewable Energy Forum, CREF, where in 2023 it actually received the award for Best Resilience Project in the Caribbean for 2023. So that's a massive achievement. The school's microgrid project here, it serves as a proof point for how solar PV and battery storage can help to preserve community vibrancy by helping to bolster energy resilience as well as reduce the impacts from climate-induced hurricanes.
The Dominica School's microgrid project will aid the community in multiple ways.
This project came about on the back of the destruction of Hurricane Maria. And it's a great example of the power of human resilience to build back better, and to build back stronger. Today, this project has been built to withstand a Category 5 hurricane, but it also serves as an important emergency and evacuation center for the broader community. That is something we should celebrate. It's small but mighty as well, and a few people have mentioned this, but in the opportunity and the potential for this project to serve as a model and a pilot for the broader Caribbean region, but also the broader Global South.
The microgrid project commenced in 2021 as a result of the partnership between the Clara Lionel Foundation, CLF, Rocky Mountain Institute, and the Ministry of Education. The 2024 Secondary Schools Athletics Championship meet kicked off on Thursday, March 14 at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. The participating schools paraded from the bayfront to the stadium for the opening ceremony. Representative of the Mayor of Roseau, Ms. Paloma Mark, says participation in sports is necessary to instill lifelong values in the youth.
This championship, not just a competition, it is a testament of the hard work and perseverance that each participant has put into honoring their skills and representing their schools with pride. As we embark on this thrilling journey of athleticism, let us remember the values and sports instilled in us, discipline, teamwork, resilience, and fair play. These values transcend the field and court, shaping us into being better individuals and fostering a spirit of unity among our athletes and communities.
These championships are the last chance for the young athletes to qualify for the upcoming 2024 Carifta Games.
These games, these championships, is the precursor for a lot of successful endeavors for you, the athletes. It is the last opportunity for many of you to qualify for the Carifta Games, which will be held in Grenada over the Easter weekend. So go out there and do not put pressure on yourself as to qualifying for the event, but have fun. Have fun, enjoy what you're doing, and the standards will come. Also, as an incentive, the Athletics Association will be launching a new partnership with a shoe company. So, the members of the Carifta team will be first set of athletes to be utilizing that sponsorship, those equipment, those uniforms. So, put yourself forward and let's go have fun and qualify for the Carifta Games.
Meanwhile, Sports Coordinator Mr. Trevor Shillingford represented the Minister of Sports, Honorable Greta Roberts. He says government is committed to creating the environment required for the success of the country's athletes.
The government of Dominica wants this level of success for all of you, and we are working to create the right environment for your sporting dreams to come true. Our investments in infrastructure and our support to our athletes with monthly allowances are just some of the ways we are seeking to help advance your aspirations. We will continue to implement measures that makes it easier for you to hone your skills and access opportunities through the actualization of the Sports Fund and the National Sports Policy.
13 schools will participate in the two-day meet, taking part in track and field events such as long jump, high jump, relay, and sprint, among others. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Bache and buckle. Safer roads in the Nature Isle. This message was brought to you by the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica.
Welcome back. The parliamentary representative for the Soufriere constituency, Honorable Denise Charles Pemberton, in collaboration with the Point Michel Development Committee, launched Is We Health Month today, March 14, 2024. The underlying theme is Your Wealth is Your Health. The month of health activities will be observed in the Soufriere constituency in April 2024. Parliamentary representative for the Soufriere constituency, Honorable Denise Charles Pemberton, says the most valuable asset we have is our body.
For many of us, what we own feels like wealth. Our homes, cars, jewelry, and cash in the bank. We ensure our homes are well kept, well painted. We buy different gadgets for our vehicles, or we service our vehicles every month or when needed. We treasure our jewelry so much that some of us have it hidden and we don't wear it. But the truth is, as much as we value these possessions, the most valuable thing we have is our bodies. So we need to take better care of ourselves so we can live healthier lives. Prevention, as we always say, is better than cure. We really have to think about the secrets of those before us, thinking about the long lives of some older folks, our grandparents, great-grandparents.
Honorable Charles Pemberton listed the foods which made our parents healthy.
They often had fresh meat, veggies and fruits straight from the farm. They had bush tea. I remember growing up, every evening we would drink bush tea, simekotwa, basilic. No high fructose corn syrup, no processed starch, no food dyes. Today, too many of us are losing our lives to diseases like cancer, hypertension, diabetes, and conditions like blood clots. We must realize that our children are not learning much about exercise, nutrition, sexual health. I've realized the need to teach more about health and wellness in our community. I remember growing up with lots of programs from Planned Parenthood and other organizations educating us on the important aspects of our bodies, giving us a chance to be more conscious of what we put into them and how we took care of them.
Secretary of the Point Michel Development Committee, Ms. Amanda Charles, mentioned the activities for the month.
Our communities can look forward to health and wellness symposium for both men and women on topics to include general health, mental health, self-care, and the value of traditional plants. Drug abuse and sexually transmitted diseases among our youth, believe it or not, it exists. Fruit day at schools, Eat Healthy Day and a food fair, check-up day at all health centers, health walks, rounders and basketball tournaments, and yes, our very own cardio jams. So, my fellow villagers, look out for a calendar of events, come out and let's join forces.
The Ministry of Tourism continues to find new initiatives to expand Dominica's tourism product. More in this report with Kavia John.
The Ministry of Tourism is identifying new ways to expand Dominica's tourism offerings to attract more visitors to the island. The ministry is focusing on manufacturing with support from the Seacliff Cottages, which homes one of only 2 gin distilleries in the Caribbean. Located in Calibishi, the gin is produced using homegrown Dominican spices and other botanical ingredients.
When we first came to Dominica, we were so inspired by the rich soil here and the abundance of the things that came from the soil. We are gin drinkers. Simon's from the UK, I'm from California. And so we knew a bit about how gin was made. And when we saw things growing here that would make such gorgeous botanicals, learning that there are such few gins made in the Caribbean, we thought we can make an extremely unique gin in Dominica, and it would be such a gorgeous representation of the things that grow on this island. So a huge part of the reason why we moved to Dominica was because we were in awe of the nature island. And so it is core in our business to protect that nature and to make sure that that is front of mind when we're making our product.
The distillery is operated in keeping with Dominica's journey towards climate resilience.
We make our product as sustainable as possible. We want to leave the lightest footprint on Dominica as possible. So we run our gin still with solar power. We recycle bottles and sterilize them, and then they have the honor of holding our gin. And so we bring as little packaging onto the island as possible. And then we see sustainability as a holistic thing. So it's not just about what's the earth and what's growing, but it's also about the people. So we're also working with Ivor Wright Foundation, and we're giving a percentage of our profits here at the Gin Lab to them to kind of pour back into the sustainability of Dominica's future, of the young girls growing up in rural areas in Dominica, and it supports them being empowered and being mentored. So we're supporting them with our money, and then we're also supporting them with our time, and we're a part of their mentorship program as well.
She explained the process used to produce the gin, noting that majority of the ingredients is sourced locally.
Our gin is crafted with local ingredients. It starts with a sugarcane base, and the still, essentially what it does is it purifies and cleanses the base to make it a very smooth, this is what makes it a very smooth spirit. And when the vapors get up here, this is called a gin basket. This is where we put the botanicals. So we've got pink grapefruit, nutmeg, cacao, ginger, bay. We use both common bay and citronelle bay, lemongrass. There's probably a few I'm forgetting as well. So the vapors come up and they're infused with the oils of the botanicals, and then they go through the condenser that cools them back down into a liquid state, and they come out the parrot spout. Comes out very, very strong content alcohol. So then we dilute it with reverse osmosis water. So it's a very clean gin, and what we hope is a representation of what this island offers. So really, we're just trying to take a backseat to highlighting Dominica and its abundance.
Minister for Tourism, Honorable Dennis Charles Pemberton, encouraged all visitors and Dominicans alike to visit the distillery.
It's just an amazing process. I want to encourage every Dominican to do the tour, and all visitors coming to Dominica to do this gin distillery tour. It is really an amazing product. I am not normally a gin drinker, so I was a bit hesitant, but I am saying to you, it is the best gin in the world, made from the best waters in the world, right here in Dominica.
Kavia John for the Government Information Service.
Coming up next, the Creole News highlights with Jeno Jacob.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole, nom moi c'est Jeno Jacob. Dominique a célébré 20 années de coopération avec la République chinoise. Une cérémonie pour place au souhait en embassy chinois à Mont-Daniel. Président Dominique, Premier ministre Dominique et puis officier gouvernement à la cérémonie. Pays Dominique a supporté One China Policy, ça c'est un seul pays chinois. En 2004, Premier ministre Dominique, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit signe un agreement pour coopération entre Dominique et puis China. Coopération ça là a mené autant de bénéfices en développement Dominique, en agriculture, chimie, en housing, santé et puis en éducation. Premier ministre Dominique, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, remercie ambassadeur et puis gouvernement chinois pour support. Premier ministre Dominique, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit et puis d'autres ministères joignent et puis moun village Kalibichi pour résolver un problème de développement l'école qui a tenu dimanche. Nous parlons et puis ministère de l'Éducation, Honorable Octavia Alfred.
Nous venons à Kalibichi pour nous continuer la discussion avec moun parce que c'est moun la partie satisfait là, regarder ça le concept plan là. Aujourd'hui là nous tenons pour mener site plan là ba yo pour yo voir à sous parc là ou là l'école là kay fait, comment kay fait, comment nous ka arranger. Et nous dit nous satisfait tout le monde d'accord, nous que faire l'école là devant et nous que mettre plein fil là derrière. Et nous ka remercier tous ces gens Kalibichi là qui tournaient venir aujourd'hui pour discuter avec nous. Le gouvernement Dominique, c'est ça nous fait, c'est ça nous fait. Nous avons toujours parlé avec nous avant nous faire bitin. Et ça c'est pas un mauvais bitin, ça c'est un bon bitin. Et quand nous continuons à faire l'école là, nous commençons l'école là, nous qui vivons. Et quand nous bâtir l'école là, nous avons joindre communauté là pour nous continuer pour taper feedback. Parce que nous avons ça qui est meilleur pour Kalibichi, les enfants Kalibichi et les gens Kalibichi. Mais même à ce temps-là, moi qui veux dire moun qui influence en communauté. Les enfants qui apprennent à l'école, les enfants qui apprennent sur Internet, dans le livre, mais les enfants qui apprennent aussi à regarder comment les gens se comportent.
Par le constituency souffrière, La Pointe, Cachakou et puis Galion, Honorable Dennis Charles Pemberton, lancé un mois santé aujourd'hui. Is We Health, c'est santé nous, qui prend place en avril 2024. Cérémonie prend place en office par le replat en La Pointe aujourd'hui. Pointe Michel Development Committee qui a assisté par le replat. Amanda Charles, secrétaire comité de nos plis.
Mois prochain, nous allons aller manger plus bien, marcher d'huile, écouter docteur et puis nous, si vous venez parler de nous, comment pour occuper de nous, primaire.
Yon membre Erika Jules parle et puis nous.
À mois avril, ça nous les fait en communauté nous. C'est encourager les gens pour manger plus, mais prendre plus care koyo. Nous savons les gens qui occupent koyo, mais nous avons les gens pour care plus, mais so nous encourager les gens pour venir participer en tout ça nous qui menons pour un village là, village Côte-Sède, Galion, Soufrière et La Pointe. Nous encourager les gens venir joindre nous pour nous travailler ensemble pour nous faire constituency nous plus meilleur parce que si nous pas faire ça, nous can tomber les jours ça là, so nous annuler encourager moun pour occuper koyo.
L'école Monde Prosper et puis Bouche tapé équipement pour ni solar energy. Ça c'est électricité par soleil. Il faut ça là quand Dominique vini un pays résilience climatique. Clara Lionel Foundation et puis Rocky Mountain Institute fait ça possible aujourd'hui. De l'école ça là qui Hurricane Shelter, ça c'est place la moun ka power cyclone. Officier ministre de l'Éducation remercie ces organisations. Cérémonie pour place à l'école Monde Prosper aujourd'hui. Ça c'est tout à ce nouvel en créole. Non, monsieur Geno Jacob, au revoir.
And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS Dominica on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. You can also drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I am Aaliyah Martin. Thank you for watching.